Practice Management P1. Presented by Jethro Palong and Emil Bautista. The first location is at Kamput Hau, Cebu City, 6,000 Cebu. Population demographics. Age. According to the 2015 census, the age group with the highest population in Kamput Hau is 20 to 24 years old, and conversely, the age group with the lowest population is 80 years old and over. This indicates that majority of the population within the first area is within their early 20s. The total population of the first location consists of 17,664 individuals. This comes with a population density of 14,532 individuals per square kilometer. Area. The total land area of Kamput Hau, Cebu City consists of 1.216 square kilometers. Competition analysis. There are 5 dental practices within the proximity of the first considered location. It is important to note that there are more within the city, however, they are located much farther, thus, they were not included in this analysis. Let's proceed. First in the list is Dr. Sandra Lavastilla, who specializes in general dentistry. Her dental practice, however, is still unrated. Next is Bite Solutions Dental Clinic, a dental practice specializing in general dentistry, endodontics, pediatric dentistry, oral surgery and orthodontics, and has a rating of 4.2. Up next is Dr. Cecilia Rocacurva, who specializes in oral surgery. Her dental practice is still unrated. Next in the list is Dr. Gladys Lays, who also practices general dentistry. Similar to the dental practice before her, her dental practice is also unrated. Lastly, I Love Cebu Braces, a dental clinic specializing in orthodontics. They received a rating of 3.0. Accessibility. The first location is within the proximity of a major road named Anascario Street, Cebu Provincial Capital, Kamput Hau Barangay Hall, and has easy access to public transportation. You can reach the first location by riding the following jeepney code 17B, 04H, 04C, 17D, 06H, 06C. Growth potential. The local economic trends of the first location is at 5.4%, which was last recorded in the year 2021. This is estimated to be at $1,279. The population projection of the first location appears to be at a decline of -2.6% from the year 2015 to 2020. The second location is at Barangay Mabigo, Canlaon City, Negros Oriental. Population demographics. The age group with the highest population in Mabigo is 10 to 14 with a 63.20% dependency ratio. This means that a huge percentage of the population is too young and are not earning on their own, and are dependent on somebody else. The total population of the second location is estimated to be at 12,406 as of the last recording in May 2020. This comes with a population density of 344 per square kilometer. Area. The total recorded area of the second location is 170.93 square kilometers. Competition analysis. There is a total of 2 dental practices within the proximity of the second location, and in fact, these are the only 2 dental clinic or practices within the whole city. First up is the Daffodils Dental Clinics, which specializes in orthodontics. And last but not least, is the North Hill Dental Clinic, which specializes in cosmetics, oral surgery, orthodontics. Both dental practices are unrated as of this moment. Accessibility. The second location is of close proximity to major roads. It is also directly accessible with public transportation. You can reach the location with the city's public transportation, the habal, and the tricycles. Both modes of transportation are not limited to certain routes, and are allowed to go wherever. Growth potential. The local economic trends of the second location is estimated to be at 10.08%. This was last recorded in the year 2016. The population projection was last recorded to be increasing by 0.25%. This indicates a steady rise of the population within the second location. Data analysis. Population size. There is a huge difference between the population from both locations, as the first location has a very huge population of 17,664 individuals, and a population density of 14,532/km2. However, the population growth of the first area has decreased by 2.6% from the year 2015 to 2020. The second location only has a population size of 12,406, and a population density of 344/km2, which means that there are fewer people condensed within the area compared to the first location. Despite the small population, there is a recorded growth rate of 0.25%, which means the population is steadily increasing. Competition analysis. As the first location is right in the center of the huge city of Cebu, it is expected that there would be more competition nearby. This is not counting the ones that are farther away, but are still within the same city. The second location, however, is located within a small developing city, and competition within the whole city only totals to 2 dental clinics. Accessibility. The first location is easily accessible with certain jeepney routes as it is right beside a major road, and is within walking distances of important government infrastructures. However, it is important to note that heavy traffic within the area is a common occurrence and may hinder quick access to the clinic. The second location is also easily accessible, as public transport within the city is free to go wherever they need to, and is not limited to certain routes similar to that of jeepneys in Cebu. It is also right beside a road and traffic is very light. Growth potential. As the first location is already within a well-developed city, the growth potential is not as large, only being at 5.4%. Compared to that of the second location that is within a small developing city, it has a higher percentage of growth rate at 10.08%, as the initial GDP of the city is already small, and is only recently gaining a large increase as the city develops industrially. Choosing the final location for a dental practice is not an easy task. We have to consider various factors that could affect the future of the practice. Factors such as choosing the target patient demographics, analyzing the competition, having great accessibility and visibility, demographic trends and growth potential, and etc. should not be overlooked, as these factors could be the key to success or could result to one's failure. With all things considered, we the researchers have concluded that the best location for a dental practice would be the second location, which is at Pergi Mabigo, Canlaon City, Negros Oriental. Despite the location having a smaller population, a less dense population, and smaller area, in comparison to the other option, there are various reasons and factors that make it a better choice. Although, the second location also has its advantages, especially since it has a larger population and an even greater density. There are already numerous practices and competition within the proximity and even more within the huge city of Cebu. Compared to this, there are only 2 existing dental practices within the second location. This means that these 2 dental practices would have to tend to the patients, which are estimated to be a total of 12,406. This number only pertains to the population of 1 barangay within the city, which means that there are more that are not accounted for. The 2 existing dental practices in the city would have to accommodate all the potential patients, which means that another dental practice added to the location would not largely affect any of the practices, as there are not enough to accommodate all of them. Despite the low density of the area, the necessity for oral health care services that can only be provided by dentists obliges the population to approach one of the 3 dental practices. With the type of public transportation available in the chosen location, there is no struggle in accessing the dental practices, as the free roaming habal and tricycles can go wherever they need to go, compared to the jeepneys in Cebu, who are only limited to pass through a fixed route. Lastly, with the majority of the population being at the age of 10 to 14, the opportunity for various practices with different specialties to flourish is undeniable. Pediatric dentistry, orthopedic dentistry, and other specializations that focus on the younger population will have no struggle fitting right in.